Welcome everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Just getting set up here. Oops. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about what the energy 444 can mean in your life. So what 4444, which is really just repeating fours. So repeating fours. What repeating fours can mean in your life is that things are getting connected. You are connecting the dots, okay? Now it doesn't always look like a square. Sometimes it looks like a tangled mess. Sometimes it looks like a maze. Sometimes it looks like a knot. Sometimes it looks like a bouncy house. What? Sometimes it looks like a jumping castle. Sometimes it looks like a spider web. Sometimes it looks like a spider web. Sometimes it looks like a map. Sometimes it looks like a track. Sometimes it looks like a swirl inward. Sometimes it looks like a trail. It looks like so many things, okay? But you're connecting the dots, so you're beginning to see the bigger picture. That's what 444 talks about. It means you are beginning to understand, you are beginning to comprehend, you are beginning to get it, you're beginning to do it also, you're beginning to put the magic, the movement behind the action and express it, okay? You're following the steps, you're reading the words, you're moving to the next paragraph, the next stanza, the next page. Oh fuck, I forgot that. But either way, it's okay. Because you're basically just following the rules of how to do something, of how to exist, of how to be. You're following the rules, and that's good. It's the fourth house, so it's what raises you, it's what teaches you. So when I say you're following the rules, it's just you're doing what you were taught to do in a healthy way. You're doing your proper functions. You're doing your proper manners. Everything is good. You're proper, yeah? You're good. You're great. You're doing as you're meant to do. You're acing it. You're doing so well. That's what the repeating fours talk about. It's that connection. It's that praise for you. It's that companionship. Like, everything is working. We are moving. We are in motion. You are one. You are connecting. You are connected. So it's a great force. It's a powerful ancestral energy. It's a very, very powerful ancestral energy, the fours. They have a lot of ancestral energy attached because when you think of four, you think of family. And that's why for so long, like having the two kids and then the two parents was such a concept. That's why it was such a powerful construct to put people within, because it's four is a powerful number. So to have the entirety of your family make up the number four, there's a lot attached to that. It's a significant number. So it was an easy construct to create because it just makes sense, right? It just works. It's very pleasing. It's very connected in a simple way. It's a simple way to understand connection. Right there, you get right there. And then 333 begins to question that, begins to expand that, and then you're starting to, see gashes of light come in. You're starting to, randomly see things fly by. You're starting to really notice your surroundings. You're starting to really be here. And when you're really here, it can be shocking to the part of you that's also here and watching you be here. Because it's like, what are you doing? Don't do that. Just nervous, just like, fuck, who are you? But you're going to come to love each other, get to know each other, reminisce with one another, understand each other because you've been here before, your inner child, this is where your inner child is. It's all about coming to them because they are your soul. Okay? From this perspective, think of that as your soul. If you're going to go anywhere, go to your inner child. They'll help you. They'll heal you. They'll see you. They'll hold you. Kids are pretty strong. They're pretty strong spiritually. Like, pretty strong. Because they're usually your ancestors. So, the spiritual strength of a child is immense. The pain is also immense because they wear it on their sleeve. And then as you get older, you learn to back away from your ancestors because sometimes it's really hard to watch them feel the pain. Because watching them feel the pain is experiencing the pain yourself. And it's very hard for your ancestors to remember certain things. But they remember it for you because they want to give you the gift of knowing yourself. They want you to know who you are. And sometimes it's hard to tell that story. Sometimes it's really hard to face that history, to see it, to feel it. So don't belittle yourself if you struggle to do that. It's very hard to see those places. They hurt. They're hard. It's sad. It's grief-stricken. It's paralyzed. It's horrible. It's painful. It's in drought. It's without relief. It's pain, right? And that pain doesn't really go away. But it can heal. Healing does not mean getting rid of. Healing just means being in a better place. Healing just means being in a better place. Healing is death energy. And what your ancestors need is death energy. Death is healing for your ancestors. So when you let something go, death, it's healing for your ancestors. When you stretch, that's death. It's healing for your ancestors. When you get something off your chest, when you talk to them, it's healing for your ancestors. That's why I say talk. But if you can't talk, record. What have we been talking about? Record. Record, record, record. Recording is letting it go. Recording is death. Recording is letting it out. All it talks about is, come on. We're moving you to a better place. We're migrating. Was this the one that I was talking about migration, or was that another one? I think that was a completely other one. You have to go listen to the other ones. I don't remember which one. I don't remember what it's called. I've done 2 of these already. But anyways, you're gonna have to find that one. It's connected. Well, you know, it's just talking about stretching. Okay. So, yeah, it's a tangled web. It's a tangled mess, but it's how you receive. And this one is about 444, but this is connected to a message that was about ancestors and all of that. I don't know. I think this is just about 444 is what I said, but we've also got 122 here, which is, I was going to say a variation of 4, but I guess it's a variation of 14 is really what it is. Because whenever it's like 122 or 133, you can't just see the 33 or you can't just see the 22. You have to see that number 1. So it would really be what the 22 is broken down, and then it would be the number 1. Because the number 1 is very powerful and it stays in its position in that type of number sequence. So it would always be 1 and then something else. So if it's 122, it's actually 114. If it's 123, it's actually 115. Like, it's not actually that. It can be the series 123, but its alternative would be 115. Like they are one and the same. But it wouldn't necessarily be 6. Do you see that? Like how 123 isn't really 6, but it is 15. Like look at 6 and does that really seem right? No. Are they like related somehow? Yes, but not in the way that numerology defines it. So the other way that they are related is it's a different form of math, which is 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. It's whatever that form of math is, but the numerological way would make it so that 123 breaks down into 115, right? Or 15 breaks down into 15, or 124 breaks down into 16. You see what I'm saying? But not 7. So that's numerology would be the answer for 124 would be 16. For math, the answer for 124 would be 7, right? And when you're looking at it for numerology, when you're looking at the number 124, you're looking at the numbers to break that down. You're looking at 1 and you're looking at 24, right? You see 24 as its own unit. You don't see 1, 2, 4. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you see 1 and then you see the other numbers together as a group and you look at it from that number sequence. So 125 would be 1 and 25, not 1, 2, 5, because those are separate. But 125, 1 and 25 would be right. That's how you read numerology with this specific frequency, which would be the 125 shape. But in multiplication, in addition, which is this other version of math, in addition, you would see it as 1, 2, and 5. You're adding it. So this is basically the basics of numerology. Just like addition is the basics of like math in this world, this is the basics of numerology. This is how you read a number sequence. So for the shape 126, it's 126, not 126. Does that make sense? Okay. It's hard work. It's really hard work. So basically, 444 is about connecting the initial dots. It's about the foundation, okay? You've laid the foundation. You've got a strong foundation. Good job. Good job. Okay. So that's it. Bye.